With inventory shortages plaguing the DFW area, it's only going to be a matter of time before people start to look at new construction, especially for something brand spanking new. Well, today we're going to be breaking down some of the most affordable places in North Dallas to find new construction under $400,000. So let's do this. First up on our list is McKinney, Texas, my stomping grounds. We are going to take a look at 3 communities in McKinney. We're going to take a look at East Ridge, Millstone, and the preserve at Honey Creek. So first on our list is East Ridge. East Ridge is located just northeast of historic downtown McKinney. You're about a 15-minute drive there. The 2 builders in that community are Trophy Signature and Meritage Homes. And this community is located in McKinney ISD. The next affordable community in McKinney is called Millstone. Millstone is located northeast of McKinney. It's about a 15-minute drive as well to historic downtown McKinney. The builder in this community is exclusively D.R. Horton. It's going to be a smaller community for sure. And this community is zoned to Melissa ISD. Last on our list for McKinney is the preserve at Honey Creek. Now, the preserve at Honey Creek is in far north McKinney. It's just south of Trinity Falls. The builder in this community is only Lennar. So Lennar has this master plan community and it is zoned to McKinney ISD. And the other neat thing about this community is the elementary school is going to be brand new and it opens in fall of 2023. The next area that we're going to look at is a town called Little Elm. This location is really great because you're not only close to Lake Lewisville, but you're minutes away from Frisco, McKinney, and North Plano and everything that there is to do around there. The only community that I found in this area was a community called Linden Hills. Now, Linden Hills is exclusively a Lennar community as well. This community is actually zoned to Denton ISD. And the last thing that you need to know about this community is that it's located just south of Highway 380. All right, so next on our list, we're headed to the Aubrey Providence Village section of town. Now, this section of town is located north of 380, right in between Denton and McKinney. So on Highway 380, in between Denton and McKinney, and we're looking north of that. So that's more or less the area of town we're looking in for all of these communities. There were about 4 or 5 that I saw that were all under $400,000 that you could find something. So let's take a look. So the first community on this list is called Aubrey Creek Estates. Now, Aubrey Creek Estates is kind of southeast Aubrey. It's pretty far north. You are closer to Lake Ray Roberts. You're not as close to Highway 380 as you would think. The builders in this community are Pacesetter and Impression. And the school zoning for this area is Aubrey ISD. The next community is the Enclave at Pecan Creek. So this community is on the Aubrey Providence Village border, and it's located just north of Paloma Creek in that area on Lake Lewisville. The only builder in this community is D.R. Horton, and it is also zoned to Aubrey ISD. Another D.R. Horton community that's up here is called Silverado. So Silverado is a larger community. It has an east and a west side to it. This community is also located on that Aubrey Providence Village border, but it's located further west, just north of Lincoln Park, and it is exclusively D.R. Horton. The schools for this community is Aubrey ISD as well. And lastly, we have a community called Liberty at Providence Village. Liberty at Providence Village is also in that same location as Silverado, so it's just north of Lincoln Park as well. History Homemaker is the only builder that's building out of this community, and it's also zoned to Aubrey ISD. Yay, that's it for Aubrey Providence Village. On to the next one. All right, we're going to take a trip north up to Sherman, Texas. Now, Sherman, Texas is located in far, far North Dallas. You're right next to Lake Texoma, and the biggest buzz around this community is the new Texas Instruments they are building in Sherman, Texas, and all the new jobs and all the opportunity that's headed that way. All right, so the first community is called Valera Village. Yes, I know, Fresh Prince. Not only is that a reason to love this community, but it has a lagoon, and I'm really excited about this area and the growth that's happening there. This community is located southeast of Sherman, so you do have that access to 75 and you're not so far north, closer to Oklahoma, that it makes for an easier commute to Van Alstyne and down to McKinney or Dallas, wherever you're commuting. The three builders in this area are History Homemaker, Chestmar, and Highland Homes. And this fabulous community is zoned to Sherman ISD. Next on our list is a community that's located in far east Sherman. It's called Copley. It's called the Copley Edition. Copley. I don't know. Copley. We'll call it Copley. It's called the Copley Edition. It is a very small community, maybe 50 to 100 homes. Riverside Home Builders is the only builder that's building in that little section. It is located on that far east side of Sherman, so you're not as close to the big highway, but at the same time, that can also be a con. So just kind of keep that in mind if it's probably a lot of 2-lane roads to get there. And this one is also Sherman ISD. This next one is called the Cottages of Magnolia. Now, this is also a smaller community. The builder in here is not as well known. I did help someone purchase something with this builder previously, and they had a decent experience and the quality was there for this, but there are probably not going to be any amenities or anything like that. The main thing is going to be the design of the home. All of these homes are designed like country farmhouse style. So if that is your jam and you're looking for affordability, please check out the Cottages at Magnolia. And the Cottages of Magnolia are located in that north central part of Sherman. So just a little bit north of kind of like the downtown Sherman area, and you'll hit this subdivision. And it is Sherman ISD as well. And lastly, located in southwest Sherman, we have a community called The Grove. And in the Grove, there are two builders. You have D.R. Horton and Council Rock that are building in this neighborhood, and everything is zoned to Sherman ISD again. The last thing I do want to mention about this community is that it is a little bit more affordable because it is a D.R. Horton Express Homes product. So you are going to get more affordability with this specific neighborhood. And just a little bit south of Sherman is another bustling town called Van Alstyne. It's not too far away, so those of you who are looking to relocate here because you just got a new job at Texas Instruments in Sherman, this would be another good area to look in. There were only two communities that came up for under 400,000, and we're going to talk about both of them. So the first community that we're going to take a closer look at in Van Alstyne is called Graywood Heights. Graywood Heights is located slightly north of historic downtown Van Alstyne. It's on the east side of 75, and the only builder building here is History Maker. So you want to make sure that you check out their website, and it should be a little bit smaller community since there is only one builder. And this area is zoned to the lovely Van Alstyne ISD. And the last community that I could find in Van Alstyne is a community called Rolling Ridge. Rolling Ridge is also located north of Van Alstyne, right next to Highway 75. The only builder in this community is Camden Homes, and it's zoned to Van Alstyne ISD. The next area of affordability we're going to take a look at is Anna, Texas. Anna, Texas is south of Van Alstyne, but just north of McKinney, making it a good halfway point between Sherman and McKinney. All right, so the first neighborhood we're going to hone in on is a community called Green Meadows. Green Meadows is right in between Anna and Van Alstyne, a little bit closer to Van Alstyne than Anna, but it's located closer to Highway 5, just to kind of give you an idea of where it's at. Riverside Home Builders are the only builders building in that community, and it's zoned to Anna ISD. The next community on our list is a community named Shadow Bend. Now, Shadow Bend is exclusively built by LGI, and this community, very similarly, is also located right between Van Alstyne and Anna, but this is actually a little bit further south, closer to Anna, also close to Highway 5 as well. It is located in Anna ISD, and it's located really close to Anna High School. Next on our list is going to be exclusively a D.R. Horton community, and it's called The Woods at Lindsay Place. This D.R. Horton community is located just northwest of Anna, a little bit closer to 75. It's kind of in between 75 and Highway 5, but just closer to 75. So easier, quicker access to that area. And it is zoned to Anna ISD. The last community in Anna is probably my favorite that we're going to talk about, which is the Villages of Hurricane Creek. The Villages of Hurricane Creek are located on the east side of 75 when you get into Anna, and they are just south of the Hurricane Creek Golf Course. This is my favorite community because it is a little bit more master planned. You have more amenities. There are 3 builders building this community. You have Mattamy Homes, you have Beezer Homes, and you have First Texas Homes, with Beezer being the most affordable out of the 3. And lastly, it is also zoned to Anna ISD. So the last 2 affordable cities that we're going to talk about, Fate and Royce City, they're located on that far east side of Dallas. So in Fate and Royce City, not only are you going to find probably the most affordability, but you're going to find more master plan communities as well. So you're going to have mega communities here and there. Whereas in the other cities that we mentioned before, there may have been like 1 or 2 master plan communities that we kind of focused in on. So just kind of keep that in mind. So this community is located just off of 67. It's in between Fate and Mobile City, which is kind of that in-between or halfway point there. So they've been building in Williamsburg for quite a while now. And the 2 prominent builders in this community are D.R. Horton and Megatel. The best thing that I will say about this community and the other one that I'm going to mention next is that they are both zoned to Rockwall ISD, which is highly, highly coveted for this side of town. This community does offer a lot of amenities, hike and bike trails, splash pads, you name it, it's got it in Williamsburg. The second and last community located in Fate that we're going to talk about is called Wood Creek. Wood Creek is located on the northwest side of Fate, and it's a little bit closer to Highway 66. So you have D.R. Horton, Tri-Point, Lennar, Bloomfield, First Texas, Pulte, and Beezer all building in this mega community. There are lots and lots of amenities and things to do in this community as well. And it's also zoned to the coveted Rockwall ISD. So last on our list is Royce City. Royce City is located further north and further east from the city of Fate. So we are still on the east side of Dallas. Now, Royce City, they've been building like gangbusters out here. I'm going to mention probably 6 or 7 different communities. So let's dig in. So we're going to start in Amber Grove. Amber Grove is a smaller community. It's located south of Royce City and just south of Highway 3067, however you want to call it. There's only 1 builder building in this community. It's called Century Communities. And this area is zoned to Royce City ISD. Next on our list is a bigger community. It's called Creekshaw. Creekshaw is located just east of Royce City, right off of Highway 30. There are 3 builders building in this community, and these 3 are probably 3 of my favorite. You have Highland Homes that's building, you have David Weekley, and you have Kay Honovan Homes that are all building in this community. So 3 great builders to choose from if you are thinking about this area. There are lots of amenities and hike and bike trails and everything that you can think of in this community, and it is zoned to Royce City ISD. Next on our list is northeast of Royce City, so it's a little bit further out. So if you don't mind driving further out, or you don't need to be close to downtown, or whatever your reasons for, you want to be more out in the country, this community is for you. It's called Creekside. So in this community, there are 5 different builders. You have William Ryan Homes. You have Brightland Homes, which is a part of Guillen Homes, I believe. Trophy Signature is out there. Highland Homes is out there. And then Union Main is also out there as well. This community is a little bit limited. There's a pool, a splash pad, and playground. I don't know if there's too much more with other amenities, but it is also Royce City ISD. And like I said, it is the furthest out. Your HOA fees are a little bit less in this community, which I think is why there is not as many amenities as some of these other areas. If you like berries, you'll like this next community. It's called DeBerry Reserve. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm sorry. So this community is located just east of Royce City, south of Highway 30. The 3 builders that are in here are Meritage, Gravity, and Astoria. The HOA here is actually cheaper than the previous community that I mentioned, so you do get quite a bit more for your money in regards to amenities and what they're offering there. And it is also zoned to Royce City ISD. So next on our list is a community called the Veranda. The Veranda is located just northeast of Royce City. It's just off Highway 30. And the nice thing about this community is that it's probably one of the more affordable communities because the builders kind of say it all. The builders in this community are D.R. Horton. They have the Express series going on in this one. Lennar is building in this community. MI Homes is building in this community, and so is Syntex. So those 4 builders are building in Veranda, the Veranda. Lots of amenities, soccer fields, clubhouse. I mean, they kind of go over the top with amenities, and the HOA is not too crazy as well, which is really nice for this area. And it's also zoned to Royce City ISD. And last but not least, this is probably my favorite, so I'm just going to put it out there. It is a little bit further outside of town, unfortunately. It's a community called Waterscape. Now, Waterscape is in far south Royce City. It's in between highways 67 and 276 that goes through Blackland. This community is going to have it all in regards to amenities. It has an amenity center. It has stocked ponds for fishing. It's got hike and bike trails. You have playgrounds. You've got pools. And there are 6 different builders to choose from. So you have a wide spectrum of types of housing and builders, which is going to be really nice. The builders are going to be History Maker, Tri-Point Homes, Highland Homes, Bloomfield Homes, Impression Homes, and one that's called St. Vincent. It's not as well known, I guess, over here. The HOA is a little bit more expensive than some of the other communities, but you get quite a bit, and it's going to be master plan. It means they're going to keep building and building and building, and it is zoned to Royce City ISD. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the description below. It's going to have lots and lots of links and websites to all these builders. And as always, if you need me, if you have questions about any of these areas, any of these builders, feel free to reach out to me. Have a great one, and we'll see you on the next video.